All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. Today what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be making some chicken patties, freeze-dried chicken patties for emergency use in the future. My wife here is taking the excess fat off all the chicken breasts because, as you know, fat does not freeze dry. It'll go rancid if you try freeze drying any meat with fat on it, and it'll ruin all your food. But yeah, we bought these packets of chicken at our nearest Sam's Club, and we're going to be grinding these up into patties. So let's get started. So the chicken breasts are all sliced into more or less strips like this because it's got to fit through this little thing here. So these are the chicken breasts, and these are the fat that my wife took off. Now this has a lot of meat on it too. This will probably end up at the very end making hamburgers for ourselves to eat now. We had to trim the fat off, obviously, because fat does not freeze dry. Okay, so let's get started here. Now this meat grinder is just a cheapie. I think it's a Cuisinart. It's not in a commercial model or nothing. It'll work, but yeah, it'd be best to have a nice small, a small commercial model would be nice. But use what you have. All right, so we got all the chicken breast ground up. Now this here, like I said, it's got more fat in it, so we can't freeze dry this. But we can make some nice patties for ourselves to eat, soon. So that's what I'm going to do with this stuff. It's got more fat content. And so let's grind this up so we can eat this later. As a carnivore, we want to keep this carnivore. If you're not carnivore, put whatever spices and things you want in there. I'm going to add a bunch of Parmesan cheese to this. We got some eggs also we're going to mix in here. And maybe a little salt. We're going to mix it all in real good and make patties out of it.
You want to do it just by your hand?
Yeah. Okay, let's do a little at a time. And a little salt. Okay. That should work. As far as egg, I think that might be enough because otherwise they're going to get too watery. We don't want that. So the problem we're having right now is this stuff is really sticky. And we may have put a little bit too much eggs in there, and it's getting really sticking on everything. But what we're going to do is make these little patties, and then we're going to cook them here in the toaster oven. We were going to put these on like baking sheets and stuff, but I don't know, it's stuff that's really sticky, so we put this non-stick silicone mats. That should work. And we'll see how this works. So we put it at 375. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but we're just going to make sure they're cooked, of course. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, why didn't we go out and buy the ready-made patties, chicken patties and stuff? There's tons of different companies that make them. Problem is, I'm going to put a link to the video right up here I recently did about these so-called natural flavors. They're not so good for you after all, a lot of these natural flavors. So I'd rather make our own chicken patties, and I know what's in there. So guys, these look done. I'm going to try one. I'll try one of these top ones. I think they're done. Kind of pale looking. But you know what? They seem like they're holding together really good. Yeah, they're pretty dry. Yeah, they're pretty dry. Well, they'll freeze dry really good. Okay, it'll work. For freeze drying, it's fine. But obviously, if we were to make this to eat fresh, it would need a lot more fat in them. Want to try it? It's pretty dry. A piece right there. See how dry that is?
Oh, you need a bit butter.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have some butter with it, but like I said, a lot of you know that freeze drying, you can't freeze dry fat, it just don't work. Okay, at least they're holding together good, and it does have a decent flavor to it. It'll be good for emergency situations. We got something to eat. So we got the trays all filled, and we're going to put the tray stacker covers on. So now we can stack these all like this. And put the covers on. And now these will go in the freezer, and they should be froze by tomorrow. And then after that, we're going to put them in the cube freeze dryer. And we're going to see how they come out. And after that, we're going to try a little bit, reconstitute it, and see if it's the same, if it comes out the same as it is now. So it's the next day. The patties are frozen. I'm going to turn the cube freeze dryer on. And we're going to press start. Our food is frozen. And we have to check our drain valve to make sure it's closed. And drain valve is closed. Once this gets to 30 degrees, we can put our food in. All right, the chamber is cooled down to 30 degrees. We can start loading our food. All right, so our food is loaded, and we're gonna hit yes and start. So we got the freeze dryer going. We're gonna see how long it takes, and we'll see you back here when it's done. I'm gonna let you know that Prep for Life has a more affordable option available for you if you're interested in purchasing a cube freeze dryer. They have the traditional one like this one here, which has got the internal vacuum pump. It's oilless. And now they have a more affordable version, the same model but more affordable, because now they have the external vacuum pump, which it does have oil, and you'll just have to change the oil in it on every now and then. But it's much more affordable. And they also have another model, which is again the same model, but it's all stainless steel outside, and it looks really nice. So you have more options. All right, so the freeze drying process is done. It took exactly 20 hours to do. I'm going to take them out. We're going to put them in these Mylar bags here with oxygen absorbers. We're going to take one out and reconstitute it and see what it tastes like. All right, so let's get the products out. All right, let me show you what these things look like. All right, so they, boy, they are so light. So I'm gonna break one open. Oh yeah, these are all crispy. Okay, we're gonna reconstitute this one here. But they looked exactly the same as when they went in, but very, very light. Okay, we're gonna pack these up, and we're going to reconstitute this one here, and we're going to try it out. So here we're sealing them up. We used 300 cc oxygen absorbers for the bigger bags and 100 cc for the small bags. Okay guys, we have two here. One that I split in half, the other one broke here. But we're going to reconstitute them both. And we'll let them soak in this hot water. Wow, that was instant. They are soft. Anyway, I'm going to let them sit for a couple minutes, and we're going to try them out. It smells good though. It smells really good. Okay, so I'm not kidding you. As soon as I poured the water on them, they became soft. So they literally been sitting in here about not even 2 minutes. So let me try that. Yeah, let me try this one.
It can soak a little longer. The one.
Yeah, it's soft, but I think it needs to sit in there for a couple more minutes. Unfortunately, there's no fat in there. Now, remember when we were grinding and we ground that fatty meat that that my wife cut all the fat out of it? We ground that up. We made burgers out of those. And those come out really good, and they were nice and juicy. Unfortunately, these don't have any fat in them. So they're pretty dry.
You can put butter on it.
As far as taste though, it tastes great. Yeah, butter would be good.
Yeah. Or mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise, butter, yeah, for sure. I remember guys, we made these carnivore. So as far as flavor, you can do whatever you want to them. They really need fat, but you can't freeze dry fat. It just won't work. It won't store, and they'll go rancid. So, but like I said, for emergency, in the future, you have something to eat, and it will work. And if you have any other side dishes or whatever with it, that will work. Okay guys, so hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys in our next video.